Alright guys, so I'm coming through with another video, and in this one we have some exploiting to do, so it's what I'll do. We're going to exploit, and we're going to break down why narcissists do not want to come around you. Now, from my own life experience and why I see things the way they are, and how I see things the way they are, is because I got my head on straight. Your actions cannot be hidden from me. As long as you're around me, I know why you do what you do. I just do. I've seen enough. You know what I mean? I've seen enough in this world. I've seen enough from people. I know why you do what you do. It's not a secret. That's what happens when you're very awakened. That's what happens when you've been through a lot of stuff. That's what happens when you never give up. That's what happens when you're about that life, son. That's what happens. You can see things clearly. So I'm just going to break down why narcissists do not want to come around you, and it's because they pretty much know that you will exploit them. They know that. They know if they stick around you, that the truth will come out of who they are, and you are who you are. And they want to forever be better than you. You know what? You could have been a young person at one point, and this person was older, and they were telling you what to do. They were telling you this. They were telling you that. But you grew. You evolved. You might have became successful. You might have did this. You might have did that. You might have got progress in some areas of your life that kind of surpassed that person or persons. And when that happens, and when these individuals stop growing or do not grow anymore, now whenever you come around them, they have no other choice but to literally stay clear from you. Guys, I've had aunts and uncles that I've seen, that I haven't seen, for like a couple of years. And you see them in a mall. You see them in a particular place, and they're a bit friendly at first, but once you start to have a conversation, once they see how well spoken you are, your maturity level, and things like this, of this nature, and they can just see that you're confident in who you are, you're confident in your own skin. They can tell you're more confident in your own skin than they are, so they will cut the conversation very quick. They will walk away very fast. They don't want no part of that conversation, because you automatically make them feel bad. You automatically make them feel inferior. They know you're superior. They know you've done more than they've done. They know you've outgrown them, and they don't want you to see that. They don't think you know that you know. And this goes for anybody. But this is just an example. This actually happened to me, what I just explained. And I could see through it. I could see through why they did that. You know what I mean? And a part of it's funny, and a part of it's not. It just kind of is what it is. But this could happen with a friend. This has happened actually to me, like with friends. They almost cannot believe that you are who you are. They don't want you to be as confident as you are, because they are not nearly as confident or established as you are. They really haven't grown at all. They may have started a family. They might have done this. They might have done that. It's just because you start a family does not mean you're daddy material or mommy material. It really doesn't mean that at all. Anybody can have sex. Anybody can produce. Anybody can have a child. It's not going to make you any more or less mature. It has no correlation. Just because you're a mommy or you're a daddy, it really means nothing. What means something is who you actually are on the inside, what you've actually done to grow as a person. That's what matters, and nothing else really matters other than that. It's not even about what you have, it's about who you are on the inside is what matters. Kids are kids. Money is numbers. It doesn't change who you are at all. And certain things can lead you in certain directions, but it's not going to change who you are on the inside, and that's the truth. So, but there's just a lot of things that I've seen. There's a lot of things that gives me a lot of answers to questions, and some questions that you guys may have. So this is a huge reason why narcissists do not want to come around you. They are completely in denial. It's like they're just avoiding reality and the truth, and that's why they can't grow. Is because they're not only avoiding you. Best believe they're avoiding a lot of things in life if they're going to avoid you. Obviously, they're avoiding things that's stunting their growth. They're avoiding a lot of things in you as well because they know you're a part of that. They know you're a part of the growth community. They know that. They can feel it, and they don't want any part of it. They're not going to put themselves in that position to grow because they would rather not for whatever reason. And they want to hate on you because you did it. You went through the tough times. You went through the storms. And you outdid them because you're a fighter at heart. You don't give up. You want certain things, you do certain things, and there's nothing stopping you. But something stopped them. So they don't face that part of their own life. They won't face you. They won't face anybody that has done things that they have never done. And it's funny because these individuals want to try to tell you this and this and that and that when they have done nothing. Like they think they should be telling you something. They don't have the answers to their own life. And they probably don't even think you are who you are. It's funny how people be acting sometimes, bro. Completely in denial. Completely untruthful. It's crazy how some of these individuals act. And I just say avoid them, laugh at them, because they are the clowns. Like in reality, they are the clowns. In reality, because they want to act a certain way. They want to be a certain way. And you know damn well they're not even talking to you. They're talking to somebody that don't even exist because they're trying to tell you something and you are not that person. They're talking to you as if you're almost like a child. And it's like, do you have any idea who you're talking to? Like you just feel like staring into their soul and be like, do you have any idea who you're talking to? You stupid bitch. You know what I mean? It's things like this, and I say that too because I was in a situation where something like that happened. And it's just funny. But they can only do that for so long because I got to a certain point, they cannot do that anymore. They can't. Nobody can. Because you're going to see pretty damn quick what is what. And when you get results, man, I'm telling you, when you get certain results, there's nothing nobody can say anymore. You will get to a certain point where everyone just has to shut up. Or they're going to look really stupid because you could prove them wrong so easy. You could make a fool out of them so easy. If I wanted to, I could make a fool out of a lot of people. A lot of people. Because I could put myself out there on my platforms. I could call people out if I wanted to. Because people like to say a lot behind the scenes. But they're not willing to put themselves out there. They're not. And what these individuals say just simply do not matter. It's not the truth. They can convince their little buddies. They can convince all these low-life individuals of certain things, but they can't convince the public. They can't convince everybody because if they really put themselves out there, they're going to look very stupid. And that's the truth of these people. They can't put themselves out there. They are not men or women of their word. They're just not. They're in denial completely. Completely untrue of a lot of the things that they say and they do. Completely. So, that is the truth. That is why they avoid you. They avoid you because you just make them mad. You make them mad because you are who you are. And they can't compete with that because they're in competition. They can't work with you. They can't do things with healthy boundaries. They're just so stuck in their ways. That's why they stay stuck. Because that's who they are. They don't have an open mind. They think they've done it when they've done absolutely nothing. You have a lot more learning to do, pal. You have a long ways to go. A long ways to go. Like, you just look at some people and you just think, wow. Like, wow. You have a long way to go. A long way to go. And it's their own damn fault. It's everyone. Individually, it's everybody's fault for where they're at. There's no excuses. You can't use everything as an excuse. And there's certain things, I understand, that, you know what, things may not have been fair, but I say it a million times on this channel. Life is not fair. It really ain't. There's devastating things that have happened to myself. Devastating things. There was times where I don't even know what to say. Like, there was just time, like, so devastating, so hurtful, so down. But I did everything in my power to make things right, to make life fair, because that's what you have to do. I wasn't given an easy way at all. There's a lot of things I've tried that a lot of people don't even know about, that I tried and tried. Put so much time, put so much money, put so much effort into certain things that just did not happen for me, and it's devastating. It's worse than a breakup, because you invested so much of yourself. Just like you invest so much of yourself into a relationship and it don't work. It's very, very, very heartbreaking, but you can't make excuses. You can't dwell on that. You have to move on. Just like a heartbreak, just like anything, move on and continue to work. That's what you have to do, and that's what narcs do not have the ability to do, whether they're in denial of that or not. It's just not, they don't have that ability. You have to have that ability. You have to have that thick skin, that alligator skin, as I speak about. And you have to move on, and you got to do the right things, bro. You got to. There's no other choice. Life is hard. Life is not fair. But you can make life fair if you really want. If you really want it that bad, you can make life fair. And like I said, when you do, you're going to get a lot of hate. Because you're great. You're great at what you do. And a lot of these individuals that are going to be mad at you, they're not. They're just not great at what they do. They're going to be very mad at you for no reason. They're not on that winning path. They're not on that. They don't have that winning mindset. You don't even have to be winning right now. You just got to have a winning mindset and have a truthful, understanding mindset about yourself, about the world, about other people. Give people credit where credit is due. These individuals are in denial of everything and everyone. And that's what's holding them back. They're in denial. They will not give credit where credit is due. They won't. They refuse to do that. They are their own worst enemies. But yet they want to blame everybody else. I didn't blame everybody else whenever things didn't go my way. And I really did feel there were certain things that were other people's fault. I really did. But I didn't stay stuck. I didn't play the blame game, because I wanted to work with certain people to achieve certain things. And like, I just couldn't get them who I needed them to be in order for me and for them to achieve certain things. So I did put a little blame on people, but I didn't let it keep me stuck. I didn't depend on that and say, you know what, this is why I didn't make it in life, because of this, and ended up not doing anything. I didn't do that. I moved on. And it was hurtful. It's like I needed myself and other people almost. It's like what I wanted to do, I needed a crew of successful people, and I just could not get a crew of successful people with good heads on their shoulders that wanted to work as hard as I wanted to work. I just couldn't get that out of others. And I didn't make excuses, because I kept working hard myself. And that's what you got to do. At the end of the day, that's what you got to do. In a different world, I could have made other things happen that I wanted to happen in another world, but you know what? Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. And I'm going to end it with this. Do not let these individuals get you down. Do not let these narcs get you down. Don't let them gaslight you. Don't let them talk over you and make you feel small. Because they're good at doing it whenever they're not in the greatest position. Or not them. They're good at doing it when you're not in the greatest position. That's when these individuals got me the most. But as you get better, as you get stronger, as you excel in life, and this is something I didn't want to forget to say, when you excel in life, they become less and less and less and less and less capable of doing it to you. So the stronger you get, the more you succeed, the happier you get, the more you do things that serve you, that make you happy, that fill you up, the less effect they have over you in your life. And whatever they say, they're going to even know that what they say to you makes no sense. They're just going to feel so stupid to a point where they're just going to avoid you completely. Like, they know they have to avoid you. They have to. You're too far ahead now. They can't gaslight you anymore because they know your head's on straight. They know they have nothing on you. But when you're not in the best position, that's when they're gonna get you the most. So what you gotta do is work extremely hard and get yourself in better positions. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the best piece of advice you could possibly have in these situations. No better advice. This is what it is. I'm out. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video.